Good morning, my stamping friends. This is Sandra with Crafty Creations with Sandra. I am going to open my paper pumpkin box with you this morning, and we're going to make one of each of the products. I have not seen it yet. This is barely the first time I've tried this. We'll see how it goes. Okay? And I'm trying to film sideways, so I hope it works. I think you get a better view. All right, so the stamp set has a hello, a thinking of you, love you a whole lot, you are the sweetest, you are the pick of the crop, and then some leaves, some little dots, and some strawberries and blueberries. Isn't that pretty? So, love the mini canvas shopping bag included in your monthly kit. Oh, there's a little shopping bag. Okay. Sending good thoughts. This month we're giving you, our loyal Paper Pumpkin subscribers, a chance to win a free Paper Pumpkin kit. Learn more about subscriber perks by scanning this. All right, I guess I'll have to scan that. My little stamping spot is Calypso Coral. And, oh wow, I didn't even realize there was a bag in this box. Wow. I'm saying wow because I'm not very good at doing my paper pumpkin kits, but I'm gonna be better. And I'm gonna try and share them with you. Although I don't know, I say I try and then I don't get to things, so I will see if I can do better. So there's a little canvas bag, some dimensionals, some linen thread. There are 5 sheets of cut aparts, or what are they called? Laser cut labels. I have envelopes that are nicely lined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 envelopes. And then there will be 9 card bases. Oh, good. Wow. Look at that. Let's see. There's 9 card bases. These with the berries. I assume there's 3. And then these with little scenery, like a sunset or sunrise. What do you want to call that? And then these stripes and checks. Then there are some vellum pieces. They just pop out. Then there are more pieces that you just remove from they're laser cut. I don't know what they're called. I think they're laser cut. I don't know what they're called, but you just pull them apart. Pull them out of the sheet. All right? So let's see. And then there's glue dots. And I'm looking for the instructions. So this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making one of each. And it gives you full color instructions. We're going to making this one, this one, this one, and then stamping on the canvas bag. So the instructions are that we are going to stamp oh my goodness, I guess I'll go by the picture. I usually watch a video and I forgot to watch a video today. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the envelopes to the side and the bag to the side and our supplies to one side. And then let's take one of each of the card bases. Okay, so we have one of each. Then we're going to go by the picture, and according to the picture, this goes here. And one of these little flower bunches goes with this one. Okay, so I'm done with these. And then this one goes with this. And the strawberries, the berries go here. Then these, not sure where these go. I'll set it aside. Oh, they go on this card over here, on the one with the little cart right there. All right, so then this vellum piece goes with this card. This little word holder thing goes with this one. These are just my card bases. These berries go with this one. The cheese goes with that one. And then here are my sentiment pieces. The little green one goes here. The little word window one goes here. And the long one goes with the little cart, with the fruit cart. All right, so there are my pieces. Now, let me try the instructions one more time. So it says, number 1, to stamp my sentiment with the Calypso coral on this piece. And then here it told me which pieces I needed. I needed the label, that whatever this is, carrot. Oh, it's bread, I think it's bread. And then this piece. And I'm not sure why it's showing holes there, but I do see that I need to pop these out. I think this is pretty simple, unless I'm reading something wrong. Oh, come on. They're not popping out as they usually do, like super fast on this piece. But we're not in a hurry, so if I take my time, they will all come out. There we go. There's one little wheel done. Let me see if I can use my piercing tool to help. I'm drinking coffee this morning. And I'm supposed to be recording videos, and I'm doing this. So my videos will come next. My card kit videos. All right. So that was helpful. I just poke it and then pull it from the back. And maybe we should move these out of the way just for now, since we are working on this one. Oops, we're working on this one. Let me move these. Okay, we're working on this one. We're going to take our block then we're going to pick it up with the block. I'm going to open my Calypso coral. I'm just tearing the paper there so it'll allow me to open it. Okay, there's my little spot. So I'm going to tear both sides. I like taking off the cover, the lid here. All right, so I'm going to ink up my little spot. It's easier to tap the spot onto the stamp. Then I'm going to stamp this piece right here. You're the pick of the crop. Let me test it on a piece of scrap paper. It looks a little blotchy. I'm glad I tested it. Okay. So I have more ink on my block now, on my stamp. And I'm going to stamp it right there. Give it a second. And there, you're the pick of the crop. Then I'm going to take and put this here. I'm assuming I'm going to use dimensionals. I'll just use my regular, well, I'll just use my regular dimensionals here. I have a sheet right here. I know you're probably cringing that I'm using lots of dimensionals. And I don't like my pieces to droop, and I think I'm going to put one in the center. See if it fits. I think it should fit. There. Okay. So now I'm just going to pick these off. I tell you, I'm not very good at this part. I like doing it with my nail. It's a cute little flower card or fruit card, whatever we want to call it. So these dimensionals are kind of big. I'm going to take them off. If I can remove them from my fingers. And I'm going to use a mini, because you can see them from the back, from the front. I just have to figure out how to get them off my fingers here. Hold on. I use one finger and then it sticks to the next finger. All right, so I'm going to use a mini. And if you only have the ones that come in the pack, you can cut them in half or cut them into smaller pieces. The other thing that you are able to do is use the sides here and just snip them into smaller pieces. Okay, so we're going to add our little card right here. And then I'm going to add the sentiment. And I do think that I can just glue it on. But what I can also do is put a small dimensional on each of these ends, on each end right here. So when I glue it, it'll stay at the same level as the cart. And I'm gonna put the glue at the top because that's where this is. So I'm going to place it right there. And then you see the dimensionals will keep up these two little corners. Keep it at the same level. And then I guess the piece of bread goes on the table right here. And I can use a couple of minis, or I can use the edge piece so you can see that I'm using what came in the kit. I can put that on the back. And if I cut it too long, I'll just trim it. Oh, I cut it almost exactly as I need it. There we go. There we go, with the exception of that little corner is peeking out. Okay? So now I'm gonna put my little piece of bread right here. And there's my card. You are the pick of the crop. That's pretty cute, isn't it? My card is not the straightest in the world. But it was pretty simple. You can use these kits when you travel. You can use the kits when you have a little while that you have to fill with something to do. You don't have to make them all at once. You can make one at a time, or you can sit down and make them all. So there's card number 1. Now let's move on to the instructions for card number 2. And card number 2 says to stamp thinking of you on the, so these are our pieces. We're going to stamp thinking of you on the label with the little hole on the left. Oh, now I get it. These are glue dots. That's what I was wondering. Why it seemed to me like they were holes, but they're not. They're glue dots. And I'm going to cut 12 inches of the linen thread. 12 inches. Okay. And we're going to wrap it around. Come on, where's the end? Here we go. And in case you didn't know, there is a ruler on the side here for you to measure what you need. I need 12 inches. That's what it says. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now I tell you I don't make these kits very often, but I'm going to start. So I'm going to stamp the sentiment. That says thinking of you. And I should use my foam mat, even though I didn't use it a little while ago, but I should use it. Thinking of you. There's also love you a whole bunch. And I'm just gonna use my own block. Where's my little stamping spot? If you are a discount shopper, buying the Paper Pumpkin and subscribing to the Paper Pumpkin each month counts for your monthly totals. One more time, I'm gonna try it. Sometimes the first time you ink the stamp, it doesn't work that well, so you have to give it a few. All right, that's better. I'm going to stamp that right here. Then I'm gonna bring my pieces over. And we're going to, it says to add, oh, that's interesting. It says to add these with glue dots. And then it says to wrap I'm going to wrap the linen thread around this piece to make a bow. And once I've made my initial knot, I'm going to thread my label. Through this hole. If I could see, I could do it. There we go. Right, so now I'm gonna make a bow. And I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna make a knot first. I know all you can see is my big fingers. And if I was smart, I would use my reverse tweezers to hold it while I figure out what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm gonna make a knot so that the label will be in place, and then I'll make the bow. I don't need these anymore. And now I'm gonna make a little bow. And if it was for my preference, I would do like 14 inches instead of 12. Because I just have big fingers, I guess. I haven't been able to tighten it because I didn't have enough bow, but I mean enough thread, but here, I got it. It's pretty cute. All right, so this piece, oh, it's supposed to look like a bread basket. And I put it on the wrong side. Okay, let's move it because this is the top of the shopping bag. That's what it's supposed to be. I finally get it. Stampin' Up! Does provide a video for you to watch. I just didn't watch it this month. Had I gone to watch the video, I never would have made this video, this recording, because then I get sidetracked. So now that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to look like the bread is coming out and the flowers are coming out of the little shopping bag. Oh, that is cute. So I'm just figuring out, I think I'm going to put the cheese on with dimensionals, and I just figured this out. Look, that means glue dot, that means glue dot, that means glue dot, and these mean dimensionals, and that's the piece of cheese. And then here it tells me to put the glue dots behind the two corners and behind the tag so that you don't see the glue dots. Then they want me to put the dimensional behind the label so it'll hang this way, right there. So there's going to be a dimensional there. So we're going to put a dimensional here, like that. We're going to glue these. They say glue dots, but I'm going to use glue at the bottom, and I'm going to use dimensionals towards the top. So I can have a little bit of dimension instead of having the bread flat on the card. All right, so then this is gonna go this way. And then my flowers, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to add a little bit of glue or a glue dot and a dimensional towards the top. And maybe I'm gonna put a mini dimensional at the very tip here. You can change it as much as you want. You can add dimensionals where you want. So this is my shopping bag. It's gonna be here. So I want my flowers right here. They're gonna be sticking out right there. Now they tell me to use glue dots, and there's no way to not put glue dots here, so you're gonna see those glue dots. What are they? Let me spot them. Give me a second. I never use them, but my regular glue dots are much bigger, so what do I do with them? Talk about losing pieces, huh? Okay, where are you? I'm gonna have to use my regular glue dots. Oh well, the ones in the kit are much flatter. Oh, here they are, look. All right, so I'm going to take my piercing tool. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put one right there. And then one at each corner here. And I want to put one at each corner up here, even though the instructions don't say that. It will be fine. Nobody's going to be checking for the glue dot spots on the front. They're going to like the card you give them. These tiny little circles like to take their time to come off. All right, so now I'm going to set my card straight on my board and fill my shopping bag. Oh, that's why I didn't need one up there. I do. It'll be fine. There's my little shopping bag. And now I'm gonna add dimensionals here to put the cheese right here. That's what they did. I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to add them here and here. And I'm gonna add my piece of cheese right here. Oh, I forgot to peel this one. Kind of good because then I can place it where I want it, a little higher. There we go. And there is card number 2. It's pretty cute, thinking of you, and then you can stamp whatever you want on the inside, whatever matches your thoughts. There's card number 1, card number 2. Very cute, and you get to make 3 of each. So card number 3, here are the pieces. Let me move everything out of the way. And now, let's look at the instructions. Well, let's look at the card. It looks like this. And here are the instructions. Remember that? Those dimensionals I didn't want, they ended up right here. That is funny. They go wherever they want. All right, so here, I'm gonna stamp "Love You" a whole bunch on the tag. I'm going to add glue dots or glue to these two pieces and glue them here. Then I'm going to mount the sentiment onto the vellum piece. I'm gonna wrap 6 inches of twine and make a bow. Then I'm gonna use dimensionals to put it on the card. Pretty easy. All right, so let's stamp "I love you" a whole bunch. I like this big hello. "You're the sweetest." I think that's really cute too. I kind of want to use "You're the sweetest." I don't know that I know a person that I'm going to send a card that says "I love you" a whole lot. Although I love people, I don't know that I'm going to send a card. So, let's do this again. I'm just trying to get it there. And then I'm going to take my mat. Lots of steps, but they're worth it. And I'm going to stamp "You're the sweetest." I like that. I could have gone a little higher, but that's fine. Then I'm going to use a couple of glue dots to place this on the vellum piece. Like that. You want to rub them in so that the little backing comes off easier. If they're not hanging onto the paper correctly, they'll come back up. All right, so here we're going to put this here, centered. All right, and then it says well, we're going to use dimensionals for these. It says 2, but, oh, it says 3, but I'm using 6. It's however many you want. It's your card. They are turning out pretty cute, I think. They're nice, quick cards. Give you a variety. And sometimes you just want a card for somebody who's not fussy, who will enjoy how cute these are. And then these are going to go on with dimensionals too. So we'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. This one's pretty simple. And this one's going to go here. Then remember it said 6 inches of the twine. I'm going to cut myself a little more because my fingers are fat. Okay, so now I have my initial knot. Shouldn't be this hard. It's sliding down and I want it at the top of that And then I'm going to use my reverse tweezers to hold it so I can make my little bow. I should have given myself 8 inches instead of 7. We can be so weird, huh? We want to save, and then we have trouble because we're trying to save a couple inches. Well, at least that happens to me. There, I got it. It's very cute. And I just pulled it out. Come on, let go. Get back in there. Get back there. And what I'm gonna do, I was trying to tighten it. There. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna put, I'm gonna put a dimensional there so it doesn't slide off. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals here, and I'm going to take a mini or a half, in your case if you don't have extra minis. I'm pushing that all the way up, and when it's up there, I'm going to put a dimensional right on top of it, right there, so it doesn't slide off. Otherwise, that's going to slide off. I'm just removing my backings. Then I'm going to tuck this in here. You're the sweetest. Very cute. Let me bring my tails down. If you just hold your bow and pull your tails down, they'll come down. And there is card number 3. Aren't those cuties? I guess you can use your bow folder on your card before you make your card. I didn't do that, even though I always tell you to fold and burnish as your first step. So fold and burnish as your first step. Here are the 3 cards from this month's Paper Pumpkin. And you get to make 3 of each. And you also get, we have to do the bag. You also get coordinating envelopes. So very cute. Don't you think? I like them. I like them a lot, actually. All right. Let's see what we can do with that bag. I almost forgot. Let's go back. And, well, here they stamped hello and the strawberries. So maybe we'll do that. Let me get the hello. I had said I love the hello, right? All right, here we go. We're going to get our scrap. And then do our initial. And I'm rubbing it. They say that if you kind of rub on the stamp, it'll absorb the ink a little better. And that is better. I'm pounding the table. I'm shaking you. There, much better. So I'm making sure I'm inking every section of the stamp. And then I'm going to add the hello. Right here. And I'm gonna hold it. And I should have used my mat. But I'm gonna hold it for several seconds while I take a drink of coffee. I got up with an extremely dry mouth this morning. It makes it difficult to talk. Okay, so here we go. Dun da da dun. It's very cute. And then we can take the strawberry. And should we use our mat? And shall we try out with the strawberry stamping pretty well, pretty good. Then I'm just going to add some random strawberries. And I'm going to hold it for a few seconds so that ink has a chance to transfer. Oh, that's pretty cute. Oh, you know what you could do is you could, by the way, if you didn't order it, we do sell them afterwards as long as they're available, for as long as they're in stock. When they run out, well then obviously they can't sell them anymore, but we do sell refills and we do sell the paper pumpkins. But if you subscribe, you get it every month. All right, so here's our third strawberry. And I was careful not to stamp on the seams because I wouldn't be able to get it even. Isn't that cute? And what I really want to do is I really want to get a purplish, let's see. How about we try Orchid Oasis? Let me see how that would work. I want to put the blueberries, even though they didn't show that. I want to add the blueberries. What did I do with my stamps? Here they are. There's some blueberries right here. That would look pretty cute, I think. Oh yeah, that's gonna look really nice. Don't you think? Very cute. I'm applying even pressure, but I'm not over pushing, especially since I have ink in the center of that. Very cute. Oh, I like it. Shall I attempt a few more? That one's going to come off the page a little bit. And I think that's super cute. What do you think? So I added my Orchid Oasis to add the blueberries. And there we go. So here are our cards. And our bag and our envelope. Very, very cute, I think. Thank you for joining me. I hope you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Bye-bye.